joy in this Sun season felt throughout this city. Now we'll see how the Bucks respond here in Game 2. Antetokounmpo with the strong finish.
This is an assault on the paint right now.
Antetokounmpo with the follow. Booker fires a three. Got it. 8 3-pointers in the first quarter for Phoenix. Bridges with the steal. Ahead to Booker. One man to beat. Blocked by Holiday. With 8 on the slam. And 3 Bucks did not cross half court. Inexcusable. 20-point turnaround here in the first half.
Inspiring, leading, trying to rally the troops. Don't just talk about it, be about it.
Playing like a 2-time MVP right now.
Absolutely is.
Put back block by Antetokounmpo. Holiday up top, and Lopez lays it up and in. It's a 5-point game. The Bucks storming back here.
If I'm Chris Paul, I'm trying to get the ball to Devin Booker right now.
Devin Booker from way downtown.
Be legendary, and he's not disappointed.
Paul for 3. Bang! The Phoenix Suns are now 2 wins away from their first NBA championship.
Well, the Suns certainly have history on their side, now ahead 2-0 against the Bucks. Teams with that lead in the finals have won 31 of 35 times before. Welcome to NBA Finals Film Room, presented by YouTube TV. Chris Miles here with the coaches, Sam Mitchell, Earl Watson. They're here to take us through the Suns' win in Game 2. The Bucks have lost both games in the finals by double digits, despite Giannis becoming the first Bucks player to ever put up 40 and 10 in an NBA Finals game. So, Earl, Giannis also had 3 blocks. So besides the fact that the Suns scored 118 in Game 1 and Game 2, it did seem like a better defensive effort by the Bucks in Game 2.
It was, and they made the others play at a higher level, and Bridges rose to that occasion. But you think, going back to Milwaukee, Coach Mitch, I feel like they have some momentum, something they can build off on as far as deflections and defense.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Bucks were active, man. They were moving, they was getting deflection, they were blocking shots, they was running the Phoenix Suns off their spots at that three-point line. But this is what Phoenix did. They kept making the extra pass, and they took a page out of San Antonio Spurs' book. 7 seconds or less on the shot clock, they still were able to make 2 to 3 more passes, which allowed them an opportunity to get those wide-open threes that they got.
So, Earl, take us through how the Bucks were able to get deflections, blocks, and steals.
I play for Hubie Brown. I play for Hubie Brown, Coach Mitchell. He said we need 7 deflections per quarter.
Yes.
Because we were too young and we had to play a vertical game, meaning transition, secondary break. When you think about the Milwaukee Bucks, they're excellent when Giannis is in transition, when he's playing vertical, when he's attacking the rim straight. If you get him in half court, he's a little bit unique, but he needs a run and start. So right here, you have defensive deflections. A drive to the basket, pause it. Giannis comes over, gets the deflection, and better than anything, Coach, you know you had that secondary rotator with Lopez, starts the fast break, and it puts Giannis in vertical action. Let it play. Aiden, you have to get back. You can't reach, because if you do, it becomes a 2-on-1 basketball. And let it play. Giannis is the best NBA player in the world at long jumping in transition. 1 wall is not enough. 2 wall might give you an opportunity. You need a 3rd rotator. Giannis takes advantage. Pause it right there. The deflections in their hands. Giannis is coming from the weak side block. He gets it. CP can't see him from behind. Let it play. It creates a deflection. Deflections create loose balls. Any loose ball around PJ Tucker, he is going to get that 9 times out of 10. And that 10th time that one time he doesn't get it, he's going to foul. This is 4-on-4 basketball. Chris Paul doesn't sprint back. Coach Mitchell, he's older. I think it takes him a lot of time to get back and get moving. But when he gets going, he plays well. 4-on-4 basketball, we call it a shell drill in the NBA. Shell drill Drew how to get a piece of the paint. He is excellent attacking the paint, spinning and going right. Creating tempo, creating momentum, understanding who you are. Coach Mitchell said at the break before we started that when they play their first unit and attack the paint, they are excellent. CP is getting picked up by Drew. That wears you out, and it takes you out of pause it. It takes you out of rhythm. When you see CP and Phoenix Suns really play basketball and they really attack you, it's CP who is up here in this area, and it's DeAndre Ayton who's behind the defense. So what they did by getting deflections and getting CP out of rhythm, they put CP in front of DeAndre Ayton and make him play behind, which CP is going to attack these midpoints on the baseline. CP shoots the shot, let it play, he's out of rhythm. It gives them a chance to get going, get a deflection, tip it, and get out in transition. Right here, Drew is picking him up, and he's making him a horizontal player. Now you have Ayton setting screens at half court, creating energy and taking away energy. High hands, bad pass, out of rhythm. First quarter, you say the Bucks might have a chance if it's sustainable. Devin Booker, attack that right elbow. Giannis comes over, deflection from behind from Portis. Get out again, close out, another deflection. We're off to the races. We're creating vertical basketball. And if you can score more points in transition, you have a great opportunity. Giannis gets to the line. And we understand, like, moving forward, creating deflections and playing basketball. Pause it right here. Coach Mitchell, grade school, middle school, high school, college, NBA finals. If you can't get the rest of your defensive transition pass,
you're in trouble.
Hubie Brown say, I have a nice spot next to you right here on the bench.
Come sit down and watch.
Come and sit down and watch. They don't make it, let it play. Drew Holiday, my UCLA brother, gets the block on my young guy, D Book. But right here, DeAndre Ayton scores. And you look at that bench, that sideline is very disappointed they didn't hustle back in transition. We call this verticality. Young players, guards, bigs, go straight up, straight down. You get a chance to block it. Referees won't call it. Come back, put them back on the free throw line. But when you talk about the Milwaukee Bucks and you talk about the things they have to do, this is my concern, Coach Mitch. The Phoenix Suns can play vertical in transition. They can play horizontal with non-pattern players and Chris Paul and Devin Booker, and they can dominate the half court too. When the Milwaukee Bucks are in transition and play vertical, they're excellent. When they're in half court, I don't know what's going to happen, right? You don't know what is it. Are they going to get to the free throw line? Are they going to take a bad shot? Is Giannis going to pass up a good shot? Is Drew Holiday going to be effective and efficient? And that's where the game is being lost.